Hi Flosstube, it's Molly West, the Sensible Stitcher, and I am back with my update for Sampler September to show you guys what I finished during the month. In case you're in the wrong location, this is a YouTube channel about cross stitch, and I'm gonna go ahead and just dive in. So let's see. These are in no particular order. I just pulled out all the WIPs that I've worked on. The first thing that I'm gonna save that one for a second. The first thing that I worked on was Wisdom by Long Dog Sampler. And where's my cover page here? And the last time you saw this, I had completed most of the words, part of the border, and was working down here. And I went ahead and finished the words in this section this month. So not much of a color change for you all, but the words are done. There are a few words down at the very bottom, but I have completed the words in the main text box. So that was good progress. I'm happy about that. Let's see, the next thing I worked on, oh, this is not a sampler. This is Suffrage Act Proclaimed by Little House Needleworks. And I am trying to get this done before Election Day. And she's looking good. She is looking good, friends. I have the rest of that potted plant and some stars and a little, I think it says vote and some dates, and she is getting so close to finished. She is on 40 count. Let's see. She's on 40 count cream. And I have changed most of the colors. Probably my biggest color change was to her dress. I used Gentle Art Slate. I worked on Modern Folk Embroidery. It's a Japanese sampler, and I'm sorry, I have a black and white copy. This is on 28 count with a blend of 2 DMCs. And I got a lot done. I think I got the bottom row of letters in. I started the bottom border, and perhaps some of these letters also along in here, but I know I got this bottom row and the bottom border in. So I would love to see this finished soon. It's really pretty. And it's been in my WIP pile for a while. I love working on it. There's really no reason it hasn't gotten finished. Maybe soon. The next thing that oh, this is a pathetic little start. Ugh. Okay, so I ordered the silks. This is almost not worth showing. I ordered the silks for Hannah Longstreth, which is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And I decided to start in the top center, which is this motif right here. And this is surprisingly large. It does not, I didn't think it was so big when I ordered it, but she's a big girl. And I decided to start in the top center, and as it turned out, the only piece of silk I was missing was one of the colors in there. So this one is 340 by 400. So it's a large one. I love big ones though. That's my sweet spot. And this is a 36 count, I believe, antique white. Yes, 36 count antique white. And this is my teeny, teeny, tiny one. There's the fabric. And there's my start. I didn't have the right silk, so I just kind of stopped. I was supposed to work on her for 3 days. I think she got not 3 days, I can tell you that much. Anyways, she is going to be beautiful. I need to get back on some websites and find I have all the other silks. I'm missing only the one silk that I needed for that particular motif, and that's the way it goes. But it was fun to get her going anyways. All right, the next one that I started, so that was a new start, and this one's a new start. This one is Lila Studios, 1862 small sampler. And I think I worked on this for a couple of days. And I am stitching it on, oh, I know what I'm stitching this on. This is on 36 count Abecedarian, and this is my start. Those colors, y'all, those colors are just beautiful. So I finished this entire motif. And she's not very big. So I stitched this. Let's see if I can get it without the glare. There it is. I stitched this motif. It's beautiful. I'm particularly looking forward to that butterfly. So pretty. So that was a fun new start for me. I had lots of new starts. Just let myself go hog wild. Okay, the next thing that I worked on was Forget Me Not by Blackbird Designs. And let's see, I am stitching this on 36 count Winter's Brew. And I got some of my eyelets stitched in, and I got several of the letters stitched in. This piece calls for blends, but because I'm stitching it 1/1, I just used one color of the blend for my bottom leg and the other color of my blend for the top leg, and it worked out fine. The R is where I did that, and it looks pretty. I'm happy with it, so I'll just continue on with that. My next piece is also a Blackbird design. This was not a new start, but my next piece is a new start. And it is from the book For My Friend. It's called Love One Another, and this is what it will look like when it's finished. And this was a new start, and I am stitching this on probably 36 count antique white, if I had to guess. This piece, I am using NPI silk, and I will say that this piece has several specialty stitches, so if that's not your thing, this might not. This is Chinese Red 503. So if you don't care for specialty stitches, this might not be the one for you, but it is so pretty. I love it. And let's see, I worked on, I barely put any stitches in on this, but I'm gonna show it because I did stitch on it some. Satsuma Street, my Christmas sampler, the 12 Days of Christmas. And I am still way up here. And I'm continuing to work on the very first square. Not much. Slowly but surely on this dude. And he's on 18 count white Aida. And I'm using all the called for colors. Then I worked on Carriage House sampling, Hester Van Dorn. And I started, I'm not sure why, but I started in the top left corner. Oh, maybe I started in the middle and worked my way across. I'm sorry, I meant top right corner. And this is all I've gotten done on this piece so far. The border is so beautiful and intricate. I ended up going back in and having to frog a piece. And I am stitching this on 40 count Legacy Newcastle. It's really pretty, and I'm using, I think it's Gentle Arts soot. Let me double check that. Oh, it is Gentle Arts soot, which is gorgeous. I mean, this is just, it's neutral on neutral. Y'all know how I love my bright colors. The last piece that I worked on, I got so much done. I am so proud of myself. It's Oh Marie, and it's just so beautiful. So the last time that you all saw this, it had, let's see, I had finished a good bit of the roses across the top, and the banner was in, minus the letters in the banner. Since then, I have put in more roses, the stars, and her head was already in, but y'all, I finished her dress. I am so happy with this. Oh my goodness. Look at that beautiful dress. Oh, I'm so happy. She is gorgeous. So with her dress, it didn't call for very many colors. It called for 2 on the inside dress and I think 3 on the outside. And so I pulled the 2 that were called for on this part of her gown, and oh, excuse my dogs. And I found some variegated flosses and some other DMCs that I thought were in the same color families and maybe would break it up a little bit. And I Teresa Winslered this gal. So I used lots of, she's on 28 count, and the name of this Lugana color is Whisper. And I just went ahead and Teresa Winslered her. So I blended, I used one color and I would blend it with a second color, and I would blend it with a variegated floss, and I just blended and blended and blended. And I love how she turned out. I think that her dress is really pretty. I did the same thing with this stone at the bottom. I'm so happy with her. So anyways, I have made really good this was 5,000 stitches. I do not count stitches, but I counted the blocks that I stitched in. It was about 5,000 stitches. So I am very, very, very happy with her progress. At the beginning of the month, she had a head. So this is what I stitched this month. Yay! So happy. And that leads me, I mentioned that I might do a stash drive. And I think that what I'll do is just show you some of my stash that is by this same designer. And I cannot pronounce, I think it's Reflets de Soye or something, I'm not sure, but I looked up the translation online, and I think that it's Silk Reflections, which is so lovely. What a romantic name, Silk Reflections. So I am currently in my WIP pile. I am stitching on this one, Oh Marie. I am also stitching on Franzi. I am only stitching the dog, and I actually am scheduled to pull him out this week, so I'm thrilled. And then these are some of my others that I have. This is probably my biggest designer crush. Okay, here we go, friends. And what I'm gonna do is show the name so that I do not butcher the name. Here's this one, pretty, pretty. That border. This next one is so beautiful. I don't know when or if I will stitch it, but I think that this border is just, it will take your breath. Look at that border. Or if you just needed some initials, some really unbelievable initials. Beautiful. Oh, here, this one is a rose sampler. Look at all those pinks. Oh, gorgeous. Oh, I would really like to stitch this one. This one looks huge. A lot of these are big. This one's 520 by 417. So right up my alley. Look at how beautiful that dude is. Look at that. I love everything about this. It's on my short list. Okay, this one is really, really on my short list. I think I might start this one sooner than later. This one's 487 by 371. Okay, let's see. Can you see all the stuff? Look at that ship. Look at the stuff. Look at how beautiful. So pretty. Okay. Here's another one. This is gorgeous too. Look at that border. Look at the detail in that center motif. I do not mind confetti. I do not mind switching colors. This type of thing is up my alley. Gorgeous. Oh, this is also absolutely beautiful. I think that Stitching with Reese has been stitching this one. It is so pretty. That border, I mean, the borders on these are just kind of masterpieces in and of themselves. Look at these soft colors. Look at that. Look at that middle bird. Absolutely gorgeous. Here's one that, let me pull it out of the plastic. I'm not sure that I will stitch this, but I couldn't not have it because it's so beautiful. It's like a, it's gorgeous. All the reds. Maybe I'll stitch it one day. But you know, I mean, these, it's like just a band of borders, and they're so intricate and so beautiful. You can put them on anything. Oh, here's one of my all-time favorites. Fanny Pluie. That's not it. Look at that floral. Oh my goodness. Those colors are so soft, they're almost indistinguishable. Oh, that's pretty. Everyone is stitching this one, and can you blame them? Can you blame them? That is so pretty. That barn, the fruit, even the letters, y'all. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Let me get this one out of the plastic too. This one is so pretty. They're all so pretty. This is if like if you got stranded on a desert island and could only bring one designer, who would you bring? This is it for me. I mean, and everything in here is kind of more is more. Look at that. More is more. Little bucking horse. That moth or butterfly. The birds. Here, I'll bring it down so you can see the name. Look at that little dog. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. All right, I don't know that I've ever seen a sampler with a big, is that a lion? I think that's gotta be a lion, right? Here's the name. Look at the different borders. Look at that gal right in the middle. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This one is so pretty too. They will all just take your breath, and they're big. I mean, this one's 326, excuse me. Sorry, I had a kiddo come through. Look at this one. There is, can you see right there, there's like a little train pulling in front of a home and the woman waving her flag. Here's the name. Look at those dogs and cats and chickens. Oh, it's so beautiful. This one is 326 by 724. I'm sorry, by 274. Big difference there. And this one is on my very short list. Look at those colors. Here's the name. Pretty, pretty, pretty. I love it. So that is my collection of, I'm going to call it Silk Reflections because I can't pronounce the name. I received some super sweet Stitchy Kindness from Cindy Martinez. So sweet. She sent me this beautiful cross stitch chart. It's a Teresa Kogut, so I will put that with my Teresa Kogut's. I love her stuff. Isn't that beautiful? That was so nice of you. Thank you so much, Cindy. I really, really appreciate it. And the last thing that we have going for today is the giveaway from last week was Hester Van Dorn by Carriage House Samplings, and the random winner was Nina Ashworth. Nina, if you will contact me, I will reply to your comment, and then I'll get this mailed to you. Yay! And then the last thing that I was going to tell you all about, I'm not sure what my plans are. I know I'm going to work on Franzie's dog, and I've got a couple of other things kind of penciled in over the course of the month. But one of the things that I kind of wanted to jump on board with, and I don't do this type of stuff, so this is extra fun. Erin from Two Martini Stitcher is going to start her very first Mirabilia during September. And so today's the last day. So I'm gonna start my first Mirabilia today. I ordered this Mirabilia back in either March or April when things were starting to shut down. And I ordered it on Etsy and I didn't receive it. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go to 1-2-3 Stitch. I don't know what's going on. And so I ordered it again. I think I had like a fear that it was going to sell out and that I was never gonna receive my Mirabilia and I needed it. So I went ahead and ordered it on 1-2-3 Stitch. So of course they both arrived at about the same time. Awesome, no big deal. Got them both, and then I contacted my L&S, and asked them to kit it for me, which was so great. When I ordered it from 123 Stitch, I ordered the fabric that I was gonna stitch it on. And so the person that I spoke to, I was like, you know, I need the beads and the floss. So I received my package from my LNS, and they sent me, they are the best. They sent me the fabric and all of my floss and my beads, which is so great. I already had my fabric. And then they sent me all my beads. They also included the chart. Oh, I have 3 of the same chart. This is crazy, crazy, look. Bananas. Then I have extra of the fabric. So here's what I'm gonna do. I am stitching these 2 mirabilias, and I am stitching them on the same piece of purple fabric. I have 2 mirabilias to give away, and with one of them, I will give away Peaceful Purple by Witcholt. So if you don't like to stitch on Witcholt, then you won't want this. So I guess if you just want the Mirabilia, use the word Nora for Nora Corbett. So if you want just the chart, use the word Nora. And if you want the chart and the fabric, I'm keeping my flosses. This has been confusing enough. So I'm gonna keep my flosses and I'm keeping my beads, but I will send out, for anybody that would like both the chart and the fabric, use the word princess. Sorry, I am editing to add, don't use the word giveaway or freebie, and also make sure that you're 18 or older so that I can get your address. So I have 2 to give away. One, Nora, will go to someone that just wants the chart and maybe isn't wanting to stitch on 32 count Peaceful Purple. And the second one, if you put Princess, you'll be entered to win the chart and the Witcholt fabric. Yay! Thanks for spending time with me. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.